Here's a first carry for their running back. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. That's complete to Moore on the right side. 3rd and a yard. The tight end, Kmet, is on the move. On 3rd and a yard, it's Williams. And that is incomplete. The big tight end, Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. And it's going to lead to 4th down. The Bears sending out their punt team. This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. The Saints offense going to take over now for the 2nd time. This will begin at their own 13-yard line. So work to do starting with this 1st and 10. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Now they'll set up to throw. Open man, left side. He's got it. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. That is a big gainer for the Saints. 31 yards.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you could see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Got a man left side. It's caught. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
2nd down and 8. Back to throw. Oh, he did all he could to get away, but they're going to catch up to him. It is a big loss.
What started out as a promising drive seemed inevitable, Mike, with the way they were able to continue to move the ball, that they'd find themselves finishing with points. But after that 2nd down sack brings up 3rd and long, and this drive looks suddenly very different.
So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. He's going to air this one out. That is going to be pulled in. He's got it. Touchdown, New Orleans. It's his 4th touchdown on the year.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. The dangerous Mecole Hardman on the return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. Out comes Caleb Williams and the rest of this Bears offense. As we check the league leaders in passing yards, you can see he is right up there among the best in the NFL. The tight end, Kmet, is on the move. On 1st and 10, it's Williams. This one is caught by Dotson. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. A play fake. Now, oh, no chance to get rid of that one. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
Early in this drive, they're trying to establish some offensive rhythm, but now after that second down sack, really puts them in a must-pass. You don't want to be in 3rd and long very often in the NFL. It's not a very high percentage conversion rate, and with the danger of a 3-and-out.
Williams hit, and he loses the football. The Saints have got it, and he rumbles his way into the end zone. The fumble recovery, and the great return for the touchdown. And you talk about the perfect first quarter. The offense has been doing their job. Now the defense joins the scoring party. Both sides of the ball contributing to the scoreboard.
Yeah, and this is what every coach dreams about, Mike, the opportunity to play complementary football. The offense comes out, they do their part. Now the defense is getting to the scoring mix. When both sides can complement one another and contribute and impact the game to this level, man, that is a recipe for success.
Hardman now to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to see what they can do. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. Williams on the RPO, going to get it out to Odunze. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
At the 33-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Williams. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Javon Hargrave, the big man, gets in there and takes him down.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically,
what can they do here on 3rd down and 7? The tight end, Komet, is on the move. On 3rd down, it's Williams. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack. Here's Torrey Taylor now. He'll be looking for something a little better than that first effort, which he shanked. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Saints offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Their lead sits at 14-0 here in this second quarter. Looking to run away with this one before halftime. Off he goes.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
That's complete to ETN.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Bears offense about ready to take over once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground with Johnson. He'll gain 3 out of this, up to the 23. They face 2nd down and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Working out of the gun, here's Williams. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. On third down, it's Williams from the gun. He's got a man. That's DJ Moore. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
Well, it wasn't the most exciting throw of the day, but I want you to watch, Mike, is the suddenness of the route runner. Change of speed, change of direction. Those are the qualities of great route runners, and this guy's certainly one of them.
They'll run. He'll try the left side now, and he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Now Williams. And he might have waited just a bit too long there as he throws it incomplete. Looking to set up the screen, but the defense wouldn't give him the time. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. He's got the hook up there to Odunze. And he's going to be running out of bounds, but not until he gets down to the 40-yard line. That catch number 40 on the season for him.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
Well, this is the advantage to having a really effective passing game, Mike, as the defense now tries to adjust to stopping you through the air. It's a lot easier to mix it up and run the ball. There's a lot less defenders in there trying to stop it.
That's caught left side by Odunze.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far, they've done a great job on this drive doing just that.
They'll run with Johnson. Trying to find a crease in there. It's a big pile of bodies, but he is going to come up short. Williams to throw on 2nd down. And he's in. Touchdown, Bears.
Look, Mike, I don't want to imply that they drew this play up specifically because this is when the league is celebrating National Tight Ends Day. But you got to admit, it's kind of fun seeing him score on this day in particular and join his fellow tight ends who have also scored throughout the league.
Santos, good on the extra point. And the Bears are on the board. It's now 14-7. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Tylan Wallace now on the return. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Saints offense getting set to get back to work. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. The drive begins with a carry from Etienne. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll throw it left and has his running back.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, it results in a completion.
On comes the punter now. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll come back to Soldier Field. Following this, here's their punter now as he is on to punt for New Orleans. That's fielded at about the 18. That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. The tight end, Kmet, is on the move. Williams going to look to throw it on 1st down. The open receiver is Dotson. And he's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. To the left side, into the hands of Moore. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down.
You find yourself in these 2-minute drills, Mike. They're pretty critical moments in the game. They go a long way to deciding the outcome, so it makes a lot of sense. You start looking for your top target, and he comes through for him there.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Williams. Over the middle, that's Kmet. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the 2nd quarter.
A toss, left side, caught by his running back.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
A pass taken in by Johnson. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. So not quite 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. A play fake. And they'll throw with Williams. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. They'll try to run with Johnson. And he's going to get stopped in the backfield. They'll take him down at the 3-yard line.
It makes sense on 2nd and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have 3rd down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here.
And he'll take it on in. DJ Moore. Touchdown, Chicago.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the 4th quarter in 2-minute mode. But let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the 1st half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here going into halftime changes this entire game.
Santos, good on the extra point. And the Bears will tie things up. We are all even at 14. So, a new ball game. We are all tied. Final moments of this 1st half as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. Right away, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The 1st half has come to an end. And hold that thought. Let's get right back to it. We are ready for the 3rd quarter. Hardman now to return it. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Bears offense and Caleb Williams set to take over once more. And I want to take you through the highlights here. They have been plentiful from the quarterback position. Has the offense running at a high efficiency throughout, and we'll try to sustain it here down the stretch. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. The tight end, Kmet, is on the move. Here's Williams on 1st and 10. A quick slant, looked in by Moore. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. Williams. Taking off. You can't beat a running quarterback. Gain of 16 and a 1st down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the 1st down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. The tight end, Kmet, is on the move. On 2nd down, a run with Johnson. That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. Nakobe Dean in on the tackle. Here's 3rd and 7. Throwing is Williams. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
The Bears send out their punt team. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The Saints offense ready for their first possession of this 2nd half. This one, everything we could have hoped for to this point. All even at 14. They'll start this drive with 1st down. He's got a man. That's Treylon Burks. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. Motion man set right. Back to throw. In trouble, and down he goes.
This is where you need to have short-term memory as an offense. Allowing that sack, clearly not ideal, but there's a lot of game left. They got to keep moving forward, and they can't let one sack now turn into a series of bad plays.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. That's taken in by Burks. Well, they hook up again. 2nd time on this drive. And this one's good for 18 yards and a 1st down.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do.
On the ground, here's Etienne. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
He'll look to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. The man in motion is Burks. On the draw, the give to Etienne. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here. Here now, 3rd and 5. He'll drop to throw. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down. They'll look to throw. That is caught. Back corner of the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Second touchdown of the game. Season total now up to 5. The extra point by Gay is good. And the Saints have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. This taken at the 5. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Bears offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
This one is caught by Dotson. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Williams. Quick throw, taken in. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for it with Johnson. And he will work this down to the 43-yard line, and that is enough for a first down.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
A gain of 11 on that one. Good for a Bears first down.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. And that ball incomplete over the middle. He was looking to get it to DJ Moore. And it'll lead to a 2nd down. Give it right up the middle. Here's Johnson. And he will take this down close to a first down. Pickup of 9. They've got him a yard short of the sticks.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
On 3rd down, here's Johnson. He is down at the 14, but will have the first down.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
The tight end, Komet, is on the move. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. The tight end, Komet, is on the move. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Dotson, the man in motion. On 3rd and 2, it's Williams. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. They'll try to run. And he's going to have the Bears first down, it would appear. Yes, he does, by a full yard. They get the conversion on 4th and 2. Dotson, the man in motion. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Here's Williams now to throw, and he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
And the big guys up front in the offensive line just continue to not be on the same page. And we've seen it time and time again here today. This pass rush remains one step ahead of them, and it's the quarterback who continues to pay the price. Anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant foot, your balance, your control, your footing. It's so important, and give credit, he does a great job here able to put that one through.
And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Now, out comes the New Orleans offense. They're ready to take over once again. The lead sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tyreek Stevenson.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. They'll start with a golden opportunity here to move out in front. Great field position to start out. It's 1st and 10. Now Williams. The open receiver is Dotson. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6.
At the 25-yard line.
They'll motion a tight end right. Williams to throw on 2nd down. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
On 3rd down, it's Williams. That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kool-Aid McKinstry.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
The visitors' offense ready to take over once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. Now they'll set up to throw. Throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
As this clock continues to tick, we're getting dangerously close here to do-or-die territory. But after that 3rd down sack, real good chance of getting off the field. No points allowed. We'll see if their offense now can do their job, because defense certainly did theirs.
The Saints will punt this one away. as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth-quarter lead. This return of 0 from inside his own 40. And it's a good, solid return as he takes it back up near midfield. The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has had all sorts of trouble in this one. Your quarterback has to take care of the ball, and he has not. Turning it over in the air, turning it over as a fumbler. You just cannot win football games in this league when the quarterback's giving the defense the ball. And that's what he's done in this one. Finds his tight end, Dulcich. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 49-yard line.
A play fake. Now Williams. That is caught downfield by Odunze. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
That's a really important pickup there on that last completion. Not only does it set up 1st and goal, but allows everybody in the huddle to just take a deep breath. We're no longer in this frantic offensive possession. Let's get our best play. Let's make sure everyone understands what to do, because we know we need to finish this off with...
To the back of the end zone. He's got it. DJ Moore. Touchdown Bears. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth-quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
Santos, good on the extra point. And the Bears extend the advantage to a field goal. It's 24-21. This will be returned from the 6. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The visitors' offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. They'll give it to Etienne to start this drive. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Once again, it's Etienne. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. Off the play fake. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front, because right now their pass protection is breaking down and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
This is taken at his own 30. And it'll be a good return. He's able to get it up past the 40-yard line. The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Here's a 2nd and 9. On the give, it's Johnson. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard, that's it. So, right out of the 2-minute break, we get a timeout used by the defense with 1:56 to go. They'll drop to throw. That's caught. It's the tight end, Kmet. And now at 1:52, the defense will pull the plug there as they take a timeout. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll run this over the center with Johnson. New Orleans' 3rd and final timeout, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. Another run here with Johnson. And you'll get them 5 yards closer, but now 3rd down coming up.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 7.
The tight end, Kmet, is on the move. And some problems communicating on 3rd down, and that's going to be a delay.
Still 3rd down.
So after the 5 yards are walked off, they face 3rd and long. Now Williams going to keep it himself.
The quarterback runs it on the option.
Mike, I traditionally like zone read on 3rd down, but it's typically 3rd and 1, 3rd and 2. I think at this distance, you're asking a lot out of your quarterback. And in this case, the defense does a nice job rallying, and they're able to force a 4th down.
And he has missed this one. No good. And this lead will stay right where it is.
And this is where playing in the elements can really become a problem. These kickers practice all year in pretty much ideal conditions. So sometimes we got to approach these kicks a little bit.
Oh, the pressure too much. He goes down. So this one in the win column for the Bears. It was a game played a driving rainstorm, but they would not let the field or the conditions deter them in any way. They're going to come away from here with a well-earned victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from along the lakefront at Soldier Field in Chicago.
I wanna try to beat the force.